Hey, it's a beautiful evening for me tonight as I'm receiving a message that I wanted to share with you. It's been bubbling up for me for quite a while. And it's for you if you feel called to create something on this planet right now for the greater good, for the greater awakening. You're feeling this calling, but you feel afraid. You feel blocked. You feel like, who are you to step up and do this? I know your pain. I know what that feels like. Believe me. I have been through my life for a prolonged time, constantly going at it, feeling a vision, plunging into it, trying to do it, succeeding sometimes, failing often, sometimes failing big, really tasting the bottom, sometimes falling so deep to the bottom of the doubt, of the self-betrayal, self-doubt, the fear, the wanting to collapse and be small, so deep that I've been in it for years, turning my back away from my dreams, from my visions, thinking, okay, maybe later, or now I'll do this small thing so that I survive. And every single time I've done that, it's always just brought me back right to the same thing that pulled me back towards the vision, towards the possibility, towards the thought of like, what if maybe that is possible? And what I found throughout these years is that it's really not about becoming this super inflated, confident version of yourself that you're waiting for, that we wait for, that will finally go out and do it, that will finally go out and take the chance or be strong enough, consistent enough. It's actually about becoming a better receiver, being able to step up and say, okay, I'm willing to be vulnerable. I'm willing to feel this fear, to feel this doubt, and to know that even though I feel so small, even though I feel like I'm not enough, I'm going to just take the first step, and then the next step, and then the next step. And what you find is that you're not actually here to do the thing that you think you need to do. And very often, that is a fantasy. It's a fantasy that comes from a wounded part of you that wants that thing so you don't feel the wound. It's like this idea of, I feel so small, I feel so not enough, I feel so hurt, I feel so not seen. If I just had this big, big thing that I would create, then I will be complete. And that may work and may have worked in the past for a lot of people, but these days, as the consciousness on the planet is rising, it's damn near impossible to operate from that place of trying to create something to overcome an inadequacy in your energetic field. Life will actually steer you away from the thing to make you deal with the wound first, so that comes up and is seen and is loved, so that you can actually move from a place of completeness and wholeness. And if you're wondering why you're stuck right now, why it feels impossible, or why you're just in this place of stagnation, like your soul is calling you to something freaking great and amazing, where you just can't help but wonder why it's not moving forward, why the clarity isn't appearing. It's because you're trying too hard, way too hard. And it's actually about allowing yourself to just receive this thing, to just put both of your hands out and go, okay, I'm willing to soften and receive something beyond my wildest imagination, and consider the possibility that I'm not going to do this thing, but I'm actually here to facilitate its unfolding through my life. And what that means is also being willing to feel the darkness, being willing to feel all the fear, all the doubt, all the depression, all the yeah buts, all the I'm not enough, all the yeah, I've tried that before, it didn't work. Feel it deeply. Go into it 100%. And then ask that simple question of, okay, what else is possible? What else is possible for me? What if things could unfold in a way way more easier than I could have ever imagined? And just take the next small leap of faith forward into the thing, whatever it is. Because ultimately, what you're actually here to share is not the thing. It's the energy required for you to move through that doubt. The energy and the presence required for you to embrace that part of yourself that is so scared, so afraid, so stuck, so like, I don't know what the answer is, to just be present for that and not look for it. Just be willing to receive all of it. It's the last thing anybody does, is to just receive. Because you are a crucible in this moment of time. You've come here for a reason. You've come here to share something so freaking beautiful, so brilliant, so alive. You've come here to give birth to a completely new consciousness on this planet. But it's not this fluffy rainbow unicorn fifth dimensional idea of like, I'm here to embody the fifth dimension. It's actually about you bringing that into all these places of darkness, into all these places of doubt and shame. Your presencing of every highly uncomfortable field in your body without trying to run away from that. If you're here to bring in great beauty and confidence for people, the last of your doubt right now, of everything that you doubt about yourself, is going to come up. If you're here to bring in health and wellness for the planet, every single thing in your energetic field right now that is the antithesis of that, the things that make you tired, the things that make you depleted, the things that make you addicted, they're going to come up right now. They have to. If you're here to bring in guidance on how to bring love about between people, everything in your life right now that is causing disharmony is going to come up for you, inside and outside, until it's purified with your awareness. Because that's the light that you're actually here to bring. And so this is so liberating when you start to see it, that it's actually happening for you. Every single block right now, every lack, every scarcity, it's happening for you to breathe into it, soften, accept it exactly as it is. Just that one breath can move lifetimes of suffering. And stay present without judgment, pure loving acceptance, and just watch what happens. It gets purified through you, not trying to resist it or change it or make it better. And then you become a fuller and fuller embodiment of that thing that you're here to bring. When I realized this in my life, I began to slow down. And I began to just get curious. Okay, I've tried everything except that. How about I just stop the act of trying to improve, trying to get better, trying to all of that, and just fully breathe into the scarcity, the lack, the fear, the shame, the doubt, the shutdown, the depression. I began to realize that my body was actually a transmuter, that it could take these energies and transmute them. And that's when my system, my entire body began to just open up to greater health, wellness, abundance, flow. It's when the creativity started to open up, that state of thriving. Instead of me trying to make it happen, it was just started to happen. Because what you resist fundamentally persists. If you resist scarcity, if you resist the bad, if you resist the lack, if you resist the lack of flow, lack of love, it's just got to amplify. There's no way out of it. So this is what's happening for all of us right now. This end of duality in your body, the end of the fight with yourself. I can't see you right now, so I don't know how this is resonating with you. I'm just speaking to a camera. But what I'm imagining on the other side of this is a heart just like mine. A heart that is wanting so much to step into the grace, the unfolding of the fullness of everything that you maybe have just touched in your life for a few seconds or moments, or maybe even longer periods of time where things are just harmonious, where miracles just unfolded in your life, when you were moving from a place of feeling limitless, of feeling like magic, or experiencing that magic in your life, doing what you've come here to do, your true gift, your true unfolding, being of assistance to others, bringing in something that you can't yet fully describe, yet it just feels so freaking right. And you know, if you keep moving into that direction, holy crap, it's like, it just feels wonderful to create. That's what I'm the most passionate about in my life. Surrendering to that, calling that in. And this is the key. It's to actually just soften, stop chasing it, and just let it in. And the way that looks like, it's just very simple. It's one moment at a time. Just a deep breath, being present with the crap, with the muck, with the lack, everything that's just not working, that you want to fight and resist. And just saying to yourself, okay, even though I want to fight and resist this, or figure this out, or make it happen, deep breath, I wonder what it would take to just soften and allow myself to receive this instead. And at first, it may feel unbearable, like your mind wants to figure it out, like it wants to just run away, or it's not working, or this is too simple, or I can't do this. You can receive that too. It's like, okay, even though it's too simple, even though it's not working, what would it take to just relax? And trauma might come up, fear might come up, deeper things will come up. It's actually part of the process. It's your body just bringing up all the muck. The dragon screams the loudest when you're not feeding it, when you're actually turning your attention to source. And what you find with this is that this is where your energy actually starts to race. It's not in like trying to manifest things or visualize things. It's by just being present for all of that. Because you're actually here to receive. And the more of that you're willing to receive, the more you will get. The more you will actually calibrate your body to the vision that you are, the spirit that you are, the magic that you actually are. One of my favorite sayings is, you're not here to achieve things. You're here to calibrate your system to be able to receive the magic that you actually are. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, then check out the video I just published and go deeper on this in this great presentation I made called Let It Just Come Through You. It's a 30-minute video where I just take you through this process bit by bit and invite you into something pretty cool. If it's calling you, the link is down below. Get to connect with you.